I would like to start with a quote from an article written by CNN's Katie Scott on the 10th of May 2019. She wrote, open quote, "More than 2 decades have passed since South Africa overhauled a racist regime designed to keep the country's black population under the thumb of an elite minority. But while democracy has delivered freedom for all South Africans, not enough has changed for those living in the country's vast townships. In fact, despite the 25 years of democracy, South Africa remains the most economically unequal country in the world, as according to the World Bank. If anything, the Rainbow Nation is even more divided now than it was in 1994, close quote. The above mention is not just a distant observation by a journalist, but a true reflection of what is happening in South Africa today. There are a number of reasons why things remain bad for the majority of black South Africans, even after freedom. But we will restrict ourselves to one particular reason amongst the many, which we believe is the main reason for black Africans in South Africa to remain sidelined on the country's economic activity. Before delving into this matter, I would like to introduce myself and the reason for me addressing you at this moment. My name is Jude Matsimela. I am the director of Up Money, which is a grocery stokvel that has been registered as a limited liability company, which started its operations 4 months ago in February 2020. A stokvel, as all black people know, is a savings on an investment society, in terms of which members of the society regularly contribute an agreed amount of money, whether monthly, weekly, or biannually. And from such savings, a lump sum of the money or groceries are divided weekly, monthly, biannually, or even at the end of the year. Stokvels, as you know, are not only limited to the division of money and groceries, but also used as burial societies, whether members bury each other or their family members. In our African culture, a stokvel can never be defined as one or a certain concept. It is an ever-evolving way for us to collaborate and lift each other up, depending on our needs as a community at that time. So how does our stokvel work, you may ask? At Up Money, we optimize on the opportunity presented by grocery bulk buying, which simply says, the more buyers we have, the higher the discounts we'll receive from commercial grocery stores, and therefore the cheaper the groceries. To incentivize our clients, as a retention strategy, we ensure that our members make extra income through the savings that the stokvel makes. This is who we are, and this is what we've been doing successfully throughout the past 4 months. To back up what we are claiming, there are testimonials available to anyone interested to view freely on our website and on YouTube. At his inaugural address of January 20, 1961, John F. Kennedy said these very important words: "Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country." These very words are the words that informed the founding of Up Money at a time in history on mankind when all across the globe were instructed to leave their jobs, which are their livelihoods, to self-isolate as a way to fight what our president, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, termed the invisible enemy, that being the COVID-19 pandemic. When we started Up Money, we sought to ensure that our black people, who are the most marginalized people of our nation, would not be hit worst by the pandemic because of the socio-economic circumstances they find themselves in. It therefore is upon this background that it came as a huge shock and unparalleled surprise to us when about a month ago, beginning of May 2020, First National Bank sent a letter to us that the bank we had chosen to utilize as our bank of choice, in which the letter told us that they did not want us as a client anymore. Why? We don't know, as we have not been told. This is 3 months into our banking relationship with them. In this letter, FNB told us, I quote, they reserve the right to terminate relationship without having to provide us with any explanation for the reason of the termination, close quote. As you can imagine, this came as a very big shock for us. This has crippled our services and therefore our ability to deliver your groceries. The role of a commercial bank is to service members of its society, whether such members have grouped themselves as a stokvel or any other form. Our stokvel members are part of the community which the bank exists, and it is therefore to be sensitive to the needs of that community, as well as ensuring that people are informed and educated about banking and credit. Too many of our poor black people do not have banking knowledge, as they are seen as unbankable. And this opens them up to being taken advantage of, as it is in our case now. Our people remain on the sidelines of the economy because there is a considered effort to keep us in the same position we were in before the advent of our democracy in South Africa. The 2011 South African Census figures say the demographics according to race are black 76.4%, whites 9.1%, coloreds 8.9%, Asian 2.5%, others are unspecified at 0.5%. Why is this important, you may ask? Well, in our country today, 9.1% of the population has managed to economically marginalize the entire population by dictating how certain groups of society must form, save, invest, and even bank. They have managed to do this without so much as an explanation. And through our silence and refusal to unite on this matter, we are allowing them to continue to do as they please. I am therefore pleading with anyone within the range of my voice to say, we are not a charity case, and we are very capable of doing things for ourselves, just as Up Money has demonstrated in the past 4 months. We have the numbers, and because there is power in unity, we must therefore unite behind the black agenda of economic emancipation. We cannot say we are free and democratic when a large bank like FNB has the power to close our business down by closing our account and then refusing to provide us with any explanation whatsoever. Instead, they send us from one pillar to post. So every day we move from one office to another without no explanation or even a resolution. We therefore cannot say that we are free when a bank like FNB dictates the socio-economic background of a majority of our 300,000 plus members. We cannot say we are free and democratic when a poor gogo who depends on the strength of our stokvel cannot benefit from it because there is a bank like FNB that will interfere intentionally with her getting her groceries at an affordable and sustainable price. I am therefore humbly pleading with you, my brothers and sisters, and ask those of you who have been victims of FNB like we are, and those of you who simply seek the right for free enterprise without interference and economic emancipation, to unite with us in this deliberate attack against our stokvel. And to those hundreds of thousands of Ogog, Mama, Baba, who will be left hungry as a result of our bank account and their monies being held hostage by FNB for no good reason at all. Our stokvel members are human too and deserve the same rights and opportunities as all other investment societies in our country, which FNB banks. We are not asking for handouts, but are merely asking that FNB engage with us truthfully, openly, and even more importantly, to release our members' monies so that they too can feed their families. Until we realize we are our only help and that no other helper is coming to save us, ours is a very bleak future. So I say unto all of you, let us help each other for the betterment of us all. We would also like to add that the success of Up Money happened during a level 5 lockdown. And this has obviously affected our ability to fully deliver on time, as the case may be with any other business. We therefore would like to appreciate and thank all our Up Money members for their patience and cooperation. We would like you to know that we are doing all in our efforts to ensure that we reach each and every one of you as soon as possible. Let this not be a time of doubt or discouragement, but a time of keeping a positive mind and excitement that we have finally built something together that will be around for many generations to come and belong to us. This business has proven that in unity we can achieve anything.